All right. What is up? Instagram, Live, YouTube, MySpace, all of those things. No, I'm just kidding. No MySpace. But I plan on uploading all of my future live videos, not only to IGTV, but I do have an audience over on YouTube. So if you all haven't had a chance to check out my YouTube channel yet, please do so. It's youtube.com/The Brandon Experience. It's consistent for like every social media, TikTok, all that good stuff. So I have so much to share with you all. I am dropping a ton of free game for you all. So please stay tuned for this video. If you are watching the replay, this video definitely is going to be packed full of a lot of free information. So many people message me all the time and they're asking, how do I get a career in hair replacement? Some of you have looked at my bio and you see it says that I do non-surgical hair replacement. And if you hear a bell jingling, I just bought our cat a new toy, so she's tripping right now. Anyway, so yes, non-surgical hair replacement. We're going to be talking about what it is, how to get started. I've made notes today, so we're going to be super organized. And then hopefully, hey, what's up? We have a guest that should be joining us. So I had someone request some information, and rather than talking in our DMs, I was like, hey, if you hop on live, then I'll give you this free game. So that's what the topic of today's live session for those of you who just joined it. Oh, hey, there you are. Perfect. So we are going to have, I'll backtrack just a bit, a session that is designed to teach you all how to launch your careers in hair replacement. And for those of you that are just watching as like onlookers or for education, there is so much confusion. Like, what is a closure? What is a wig? Should I glue it down? What is a unit? All of this stuff. So I'm going to give you all of that information today. So last week, stylist that is at the place that my salon is, my salon suite. Actually, we went to Paul Mitchell, the school, Cleveland, and we met some really, really awesome future professionals. And those future professionals have been like in contact with us, which I think is great because I talked to all of them about how limitless our career is. So that's actually who's going to be joining us tonight, Shauna. And Shauna, you know what? I'm going to invite you to join, accept the request. Thank you for hopping on. And we'll get you on this live so we can talk. Hey, there you go. Hey, what's up?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Thank you so much for volunteering your time to hop on and be crazy with us over here at the Brandon Experience. I appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. We had a good time with you all at Paul Mitchell last week.
Yes, we enjoyed that.
Good. That's our goal. We'll come back and then we'll cut up some more with y'all, okay?
Definitely.
So Shauna sent me a message and she was asking for those of you that are looking on how to launch a career in hair replacement. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I just wanted to make sure we were on the same page there. So do you have any questions prepared? I got like a ton of stuff for you too, but we'll just kind of throw the ball back and forth. And you'll see they'll start cutting up in the comments here shortly, so you'll have a little entertainment along with it.
Okay. So I don't really have no questions right now, so I'm gonna just let you go ahead. But if I got something, I'm gonna write it down so I can remember to ask you.
Okay, good. So what I'll have you, can you help me moderate? So there'll be like stuff going on down there, and sometimes our cousins hop on here and then they cut up a little bit. But sometimes there's some good legitimate stuff. So if you see anything and I miss it because things start moving, then just chime in and let me know. Okay. Okay. Awesome. So tell us a little bit about your where are you? What are you doing right now? Just so everyone can know who you are.
Okay, so my name is Shauna, and I go to Paul Mitchell right now, and I am interested in hair loss. So I've been trying to do my research on that and find like protective lace glue that'll be good for people who have different scalp issues that's going on. So I wanted to get more into that scenery.
That is awesome. That is awesome. It's a huge industry. As we talked about with you all at the school, you are a part of $1 billion industry. However, when you enter taking care of people that have hair loss issues, you're going into another multi-billion-dollar industry. So you're fusing those two things together with healthcare. Healthcare is like, to get a Tylenol at the hospital is like 20 times more than it costs at the drugstore, right? So that same thing goes for our industry when we work in hair replacement. And it's super satisfying because literally there are so many people that have hair loss issues and challenges. And I'm sure you're starting to see that at the school.
Yeah.
And you're going to see more and more as you go throughout your career. But people need help, they need direction, and they're looking for solutions. So we're going to talk about non-surgical hair replacement. There's like, the world of hair replacement is crazy. People, you know, you see them get those hair plugs. Some of the celebrities, like maybe one that was here in Cleveland that was real popular, and he had them, and then like the hair was gone and it came back. Okay, that's something completely different. We'll leave that to the doctors to take care of. But we're going to talk about non-surgical hair replacement using wigs, as you mentioned, like a variety of units, and how to like adhere them, and you know what the best options are for certain people. So. That's what we specialize in at the Brandon Experience, non-surgical hair replacement. So a lot of requests are like, do you grow hair back? No, our focus is on the people that cannot grow hair anymore at all. They're looking for an alternative so they can look like themselves once again. So let's start off by talking about how to get started. So something super helpful is what you are doing. You are in cosmetology school, right? That's the foundation of it. Learning those like foundations of like styling, color, all of that stuff applies. This is human hair. So you are working with the same thing. Now there are some rules that, you know, you'll shift as you're working with hair that's not attached to a scalp anymore. But you are like, learn your foundation. That's the key. So all of that stuff is in, what textbook are you using currently?
I believe it's like 101, I believe.
Okay. It's not Milady anymore, is it?
No,
okay. So whatever is in that book is designed to help you pass state board. So having your license makes you legitimate. Can you do hair replacement without a license? Probably. I'm sure there's a way. Everybody always figures out a way around things. But when you're working with doctors and you're walking in and you're introducing yourself to dermatologists or to oncologists that have cancer patients, when you have a license, that gives you legitimacy. So that's like your first step. Go to school. After school or during, you can start your exploration, which is step 2. That's where you are at right now. You're starting to look up things and, you know, find people that can help you break into this like different part of our industry. So I'll tell you what I did. So one day I'm on Instagram and I'm looking at this stylist page and it said insurance accepted for those who qualify. And I was like, what? Like, what kind of hairstyle? What is she doing at the hair salon? How are you accepting insurance? So I sent her a message, just like you did for me. And I said, hey, I see that you accept insurance. What's the story? How did you get into that? So she forwarded me a contact person by the name of Toni Love. Toni Love hosts a course, and she is like a hair loss legend. Like, seriously, she's got connects like all over the country. If you want some information, that's whose page I want you to go to. Did I send you? I don't remember if I sent you her page or not.
No, you didn't.
Toni Love International is the name of it, and so you'll see that. So add that to your list, write it down. And for those of you that are watching, I will tag her in the comments for the replay as well. So she has courses and she offers training. She actually does her training virtually. And I thought that was super cool because I didn't have to travel all the way down south to get this education. So one day she covered all of like from A to Z, all of this information on what you have to do to break into the hair loss industry. Now, I can't cover, 8 hours of information and her many years of experience in like the limited time that we have on live. But what I can tell you is that like you're going to be prepared to take on the world. Like, I'm talking, she gives you vendors, she gives you application, like how to put these things on. She gives you the information of how to get your NPI number. Like literally, I have an NPI number just like your doctor has. Isn't that crazy? As a cosmetologist, how about that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, cosmetology is not a real job. So I have an NPI number. We also have a group NPI number. Like if you look up my brand, you'll pull up my name alongside dermatologists, oncologists, and all of those things. And I'm recognized as a person that provides prosthesis for people that have hair loss. So following that process, then it's time to get the ball rolling. Like we're getting to work now. So we have all this knowledge. And now how do we implement this? Well, I'm going to tell you something. I have done this much marketing, like literally, like if you like this much. And I get calls all the time from people that are looking for solutions to their hair loss problems. I'm like, how in the world did this happen? I haven't even like gone and marketed heavy. So it literally takes off on its own. When people find out that you are good and then you are professional, it's over. It's over. So following the classes, I went and got registered with some insurance companies, and the insurance companies actually have a registry, and on their registry, they will list you as a provider for them. So people seriously like will start to look you up in the list that they'll see doctors in, and then they'll start calling. But you got to be prepared, because when that started happening, I kind of got caught off guard. So having your business, together and structured properly, legally having things set up. We touched on that a little bit with you all at Paul Mitchell. You definitely want to ensure all of that is in place, because you are in the big league now. You can go into doctor's offices. You can introduce yourself to the office manager. I mean, there's so many ways. And as you continue to grow in your career, we're going to talk like in specific detail on stuff that I would encourage you to do. But literally, the clients come off the bat and you start growing. So if that's something that you're interested in, there's not a lot of people, especially in our area, that are just like killing it. There are some good people, and there's some great people, but there's more demand than there are people providing the services. So you cool. You are in there. Hey, Mel. You see Mel down there?
Yeah, I see her. Hey.
Okay. So now we're going to talk about like wig types, because actually, so before you reach out to me, that's what this video is going to be about. So I think this is something you can benefit from as well. So have your pen ready, because we're about to get it in. Okay. Oh, you ready? Okay, good. So your wig types, there's so many different types. People mistype things. They're going to say them wrong. So what I want for you to do is to learn the right way, and spread that knowledge, so we can stop some of this chaos and confusion that is happening on the internet.
Okay.
So a closure, that will be your first type. Now I got some old raggedy samples here that I'll show you all. So closures. Okay, it's fully contained. This is a grandmama wig. This is what we try not to say. But it's good for a TikTok video. So a closure is completely contained. Okay, there is no lace, none of that fancy stuff. This is like your classic old school wig. This is great for a person that wants the lowest maintenance possible. Okay. Now, like all things in life, the less effort and work that you put in, then that means that you're going to have like not as real of a result. You know what a closure looks like up close. I mean, not bad, but if I had this on, you would know it was a wig.
Yeah.
So on the inside, there it is. So we see there's none of that fancy lace, just an old school lace cap. They got some straps in the back. I don't want to show the brand. The back of this is ventilated, so that means that this is good for a person that gets hot. This is a great option for them, and it's stretchy. This is like the most forgiving and easy unit, okay? Be cool on the closure. Next you have lace frontals, and then those come in like a variety of sizes. So we have like your basic 4x4, okay? 4x4 meaning 4 inches by 4 inches, and somebody took a bite out of this one. I don't know what happened there. But these are going to be the next like simplest form of a full unit. Hey, Mackenzie. So these can be part anywhere within this lace, and what this lace is designed to do is to mimic the scalp. Actually, so much so that you can see their actual scalp through the lace, okay? So that's going to be your next. This would be attached to a unit that, has like regular tracks on the back of the unit. Then we step up to the next level. So your next level is going to be your 13x6. Okay, these come a little bigger, a little smaller. Finding a vendor can be chaotic. That's something for a whole nother topic. And this can be parted anywhere on the hairline. So like, literally, they said Zelda's biting the lace, my cat. I'm gonna make some cat wigs. So this can be parted anywhere along that front hairline. And typically these can be attached to a sew-in or to the rest of like a fully made wig unit, whether it's handmade or machine made. These are gonna be like the most popular right now. So if you see that fully assembled, actually, this is an example of one. So this is a lace front here. Okay, see the lace in the front? and then it's attached to your cap in the back. So this is going to be the most popular. This is what you see all over YouTube and Instagram. This is what everyone's putting on. That's your lace front. There we go. All right, and then you have a full lace wig, which would be this material over the entire unit. So if you ever see people braid wigs or they have like singles coming off of it and it looks really real, that's your full lace unit. Next, I got something else here I want to show you. This is a polyurethane unit. They call them PUs in the hair loss community. So polyurethane on the inside looks like this. That's pretty wild, isn't it? So
Yeah,
like,
never seen that.
What'd you say?
I said I never seen nothing like that.
Yeah. This literally mimics skin. So if you like part this, it looks like a scalp. You can get it in a million different colors. There's vendors that literally make these specifically. So this is like your next level stuff. This is how you will separate yourself from the rest of people that are just offering your usual lace wigs. These have advantages for people that have hair loss. Okay, they can be adhered directly to the scalp. And let me tell you something. You put these on here the right way, they can go swimming in them and nothing's gonna happen. Imagine that.
Wow.
So that's some next level stuff. So these are your polyurethane units. And then you have hybrids. Like literally it's limitless. Like this is the fun part of it, which I enjoy. Not only helping people, but I get to use my creativity still. So the hybrid units are going to be like, you can have the front made out of polyurethane, a little lace surrounding it, a little ventilation in the back if they get a little sweaty. You can customize them any way you want. Like after your consultation, you will learn to ask the appropriate questions and you can customize these units to everything. It's poly, they are polyurethane. Got it, yeah, it's polyurethane. So these are polyurethane units. So these are your next level. You will often see these on partials. So let's say I had hair all around here. I can have one of these on top and you would never know. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, that's nice.
So that's your next level, okay? And then there's like your partial units, which if I just had a little spot, you know, on the side here that I needed covered, I can just get a little circle. And you could adhere that right to that spot and we'll blend it in with the rest of the hair. You'll see stuff like that with a lot of barbers. They do a really good job with things like that.
Now, is it a huge price difference with that?
There is a price difference. And what I want you to start thinking of, like, just start thinking of it in your client's investment or whatever terminology you want to come up with it. You know, nothing is ever priced high or, you know, expensive. We will always like to like flip it and make it a positive whenever you're talking to your people. So like, I love this period. Oh, y'all are great. Yeah. So you literally want to convey it like, here's your investment, you know, because this is their lives. These people will pay like whatever to get back to who they were and what they were and to feel good about themselves. And on top of that, guess what else? You are working with insurance. So you have another thing to back you up. I even have a company that I use that literally will like finance, they screen the backgrounds of my clients, they check their checking accounts. So if they want to be on a payment plan, like we are here to help. Like there is a way. If there's a will, there's a way. And I promise you, you know, a hairstylist, we are going to figure out how to do so. So you have your U-Part wigs as well. Those would be just a partial with the hair left out on top. You could do a fall, which means that the comb goes in and the hair is combed over the back of it. I mean, the sky is literally the limit. And what you can bill insurance for, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. We've been missing out on a lot. So then the next like biggest thing, this is what drives me nuts, but that's why I'm on here acting a fool on TikTok and
girl.
trying to educate people, because I want this information to be out here and to be clear for people so that they understand what they're getting themselves into from our side as well as from the client side. So let's talk about lace. All right, I'm sure you see a lot of confusion in lace, right? So tell me some lace types that you've heard of.
So like transparent, HD, and Swiss lace.
Is it confusing to like know what's the difference between all that stuff?
Yeah, but now that I have been working on it and I've seen the difference, I actually know the difference now between them.
Okay. You want to share with our guest the difference? So let's start with lace types.
Okay.
And then
so
types.
So lace types, like as in like Swiss and all of that.
Yeah, yep.
Okay, so HD lace is like real natural. It's more towards the skin. More you can match it more. You don't have to do as much maintenance as you do if you have transparent or Swiss. It's just a more natural look.
Mm-hmm. So what you're going to find when you go online is a lot of confusion, right? We talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to go on some of these sites, and this is how you know they don't really know what's going on, and they're just trying to take your money.